Good morning and welcome to Coffee at the Manor, the bestest place to start your day with all the news, reviews and things you never knew you needed to know. In today we are looking at the BEESTON mystery. Is there news to be had? Are there bananas? Were there no bananas? What happened to the Pooh's bananas? Well, we've got a lot to discuss with you today, so do please stay tuned because we will also have special guest, of course, Lord Mustard in the house. On the ones and twos. So do please join us for today's episode of Coffee at the Manor. Good day, good morning, happy Monday to you all. Welcome back. I hope you've had a great weekend. Hello to those of you in there in the chat. We've got a few. We've got Lady Venus out in there. Good old Mama Nirvana's out there as well. Good stuff. Good morning to you both. And I hope you are well also. Now, it's been an interesting one. It was back over to BEESTON this weekend. And of course, I do then need to bring on my most excellent guest for today. In fact, that guy, he was born on the 29th of February. There you go, the guy who did that. So yes, indeed, let's bring on the Mustard. So round of applause and all that sort of thing. Here he is. Good morning to you, sir.
Morning, dude, right?
I am very well indeed. How are you doing after our amazing escapades? Have you?
I can feel my toes now.
You can feel your toes. Yes, indeed. It was cold. It was a cold old night up there. I think
very cold.
We were somewhere between sort of 2 and 1, a whole degree. Yes, yeah. Which is quite exciting. So now, for those of you that are just catching up with this story, there is, of course, this place bananas. It appears at the end of a road. Mustard and I, of course, went up last week and just missed them. We missed them just. Last month.
Last month.
Thank you. And of course, so we headed up on Saturday. I travelled up from down here. Got stuck in a bit of traffic. And of course, as did Mustard. So we had 2 cars for the original stakeout. So yes, I appeared on the scene roughly about 5 o'clock. And I was sitting there feeling extremely self-conscious. With the camera set up to me on one side and the road on the other. It was light when I turned there, so it was a little bit less conspicuous than I wanted to be. Yeah, a woman and a kid walked past my car. I'm sitting there with the camera all set up and stuff, but trying not to look weird at the end of a road. So it was fun. So I'm going to talk you through the story. And then we've got some extra bits. And we've also got some additional evidence and things like this. It might get intriguing. And of course, I've started a bit of bear baiting now. I'm just calling them a pussy. You fucking you didn't turn up. You had nothing to do. Therefore, you're a nefarious asshole. Just to say. And we will be back. Don't think that this is the end of us. We will be back, just in case you were listening, banana person. We are coming back every fucking month until we get the class. All right, fantastic. And just you wait till I've got of yours. I've got some things of yours right here, which we're gonna talk everybody through at the end. So then, on with the thing, shall we? So anyway, yes, I turn up about 5 o'clock. I do have some pictures, but unfortunately, I have to share the very sad news. Unfortunately, that Simbo passed away. I have to unfortunately have him saved. He had a lot of his lungs were terrible. He couldn't breathe. So unfortunately, he's passed away. So I'm a bit behind on things. So I don't have as much visuals. But rest assured, when now I have Mustard and I have filmed some delights for you. Some delights. So let's continue. So I signed up about 5 o'clock. Over at BEESTON, fantastic. And then Mustard is about an hour away. So I know I've got to sit there for an hour. So I've time lapsed this hour that I'm sitting there. which is great. And then, of course, so and then this couple of people turn up who are mighty familiar. It was, of course, our friend Harry from the BBC had turned up. Very lovely to see him. As swanky and slightly posh. He's got this lovely head of hair, and he's got
very bouffant as well, isn't it? It's very well styled hair.
I mean, in fact, if you do Google Beeston Bananas, he's one of the other people that pop up. So that's always fantastic. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a bit behind with the chat. Let me get us in there. Bananas must say there you go. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, I know it is a sad one, but anyways. So Harry's turned up, and this time he's brought a guy, and they've gone to the effort of actually having one of these curved trucks. They've got the big white truck with like a blacked out window in it, which I guess we kind of noticed later on. So so then I'm on the phone to our mustard here, who then rocks up in his car with a massive. I'll tell you, what did your good wife made you something for your car? Wouldn't you
I have a very fashionable decal on the back of my car, the whole cutout vinyl thing that says "Embrace your bananas." So pulling up right next to the BBC reporters, it was very, very obvious who I was, what I was there for. But with our catchphrase, "Embrace your bananas."
And it's not subtle either. The "Embrace your bananas" is emblazoned across the back of his car. When the BBC kind of rock up and there is they sort of clock this thing there, yeah, I think that's when they thought that maybe their story might fall apart a little bit.
Yeah, I think they're very much sort of like, oh god, they're here, aren't they? So yes. We just attacked it. Really?
Yes. I think
sorry, I'm getting eaten by a small dog. As
well. Oh, no worries. You go ahead. The dog is very, very cute. Like,
that's just wandered off now.
Oh, we've got Lady Mustard Rock. Maybe we'll pass that on.
Lady Mustard does.
One time, maybe we will even get her on. What do you reckon, Mr. Mustard?
I think we could ask.
At some point, maybe she can come on. Yeah. Anyway, she's a good woman. She's actually really funny, and she's just as tall as Jack. Mr. Mustard, very tall lady. Well matched couple, these two. Yeah. Anyway, so she looks a bit like Keira Knightley as well, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Which I think is what attracted. Anyway, sorry, we're talking about. It's just a nice relationship. You got to appreciate everybody else's nice relationships.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yes, so we are there then talking to Harry. And now, of course, the BBC have a slightly different tactic. The BBC think, we'll do the covert thing. We'll hang around in the van. We'll keep it low key. And then presumably, I'm imagining his then plan was then to go out and actually interview the person or whatever it was. But of course, he didn't have that opportunity. No. Because we had set up a rather beautiful stand. Now I'm going to try and bring this up for you a wee bit. 2 seconds here while I faff in the background slightly. Yes. Now we had set up this table. In fact, the picture I'm about to show you is one of the number of people that turned up. Now, Mustard and I were there. I mean, oh God, I think I was there 7 hours. I must have like fractionally less time than that. But during that time, we met some amazing characters. I've got to say, we've had some good ones. Let me introduce you to one of the people that we met over here. There we are. This is Harvey. Harvey from what was it? It was
Hits Radio,
wasn't it? Yes,
Hits Radio.
Hits Radio, and so he had been tasked with the job of coming and doing the investigation, but obviously dressed as a banana. This was something, and so here he is. He brought a delightful friend of his with an awful camera woman, lovely person, terrible camera woman. I mean, I've never seen a 20-something woman that's not able to sort of work a phone. No offense to you, young lady, but yes, you're very, very nice and mildly incompetent. We loved it. So here he is. This is in fact Harvey, and as you recognise, Mustard over here. And this is part of our table. As you can see, we had these delightful. In fact, I've got a sample of it somewhere. So we were giving these out to kids and anybody that went past. These are Mustard made these, so I'm going to let him talk him through what's on this table.
They're cones of banana sweets. basically foam banana sweets. We had I think there was about 20 of them, and we gave away the vast majority of them to anybody that would walk past and stop and talk to us for 2 minutes. In fact, one kid came and got a bag of sweets, and then 20 minutes later came back with all of his mates, so they could get sweets as well. And then we had a selection of banana milkshakes and also some pin badges, which my lovely wife made for us. Little laser cut banana hunter pin badges, and we were just freely giving them away to anybody that would talk to us.
Absolutely, and in fact, there was a particular individual that I have to highlight. Who came and joined us. Now, I think this was one of the first people as well that were aware of who we are and why we were there. And we're sort of sitting, and the first thing this man said to us was, "Oh, I knew you'd be here." Like, okay, now I must show you said person, because he was very wonderful, and he is now an honorary banana hunter. Yes, here is. Allow me to introduce you to honorary banana hunter security Mark, who turned up. He was a delight. Slightly difficult to get rid of, but absolute delight. And we loved Mark. Mark, if you are watching, you are a brilliant person. We love you to death, honorary banana. He did actually get a little pin badge, but he's not wearing it here. And he took a milkshake, everything. He was fantastic. He was also, I don't know, chief of strategy. Hiding in bushes.
He did, didn't he? He staked it out a bit for us when we feigned leaving.
Yeah, and he walked up the road several times. So and the bobble hat was a marvel. This here, you do not get the impressiveness of this, but I do an interview with him, and I've got about an hour or so of footage of us all sitting around talking. I won't put the whole hour up. I'm not going to talk to you all quite that much. But yes, so there's loads of that. Other people, of course, that came along do include some of the neighbours and who came across and gave us some stuff. Now I'm going to get to that in just a moment. So I'm going to skip through now the end of the part of this. It was probably then we realised that the golden time where this was bound to happen, due to our previous experience, somewhere between 8ish. And before, like somewhere around 9:30, you got this sort of hour and a half window. Now, Harvey, naughty boy, went early. He bloody well left at the golden hour, didn't he? Yes, so he was out there. Yeah. Very cold though. We've just dropped a few. I wonder if that was Harvey. Well, fuck this! I hope my boss doesn't see this shit. I wasn't there for no time. Anyway, so they went first. Then I've got to say, Harry, he did his best. I've got to say, journalistic gold star to Harry, who was sitting there, and he didn't show that he was slightly annoyed that we'd kind of trampled on his story a little bit and all that sort of stuff. But that's fine. You see, what that's called is getting rid of the competition. Because you've either got to play this game our way now, or like we're going to ruin it for everybody else. So
basically, we're going to be there regardless. So we just got to get used to the idea.
Absolutely. So this is how it's going down now, ladies and gentlemen, in a particularly bizarre way. But what I think is really interesting, it's about disrupting people's behavior, because this is what Columbo always did very, very well. Columbo, you were always aware that Columbo was after you. He didn't make any, he was coming and interviewing you and, one more thing. There was always that. So you knew he was after you, which made them act differently, which made them disrupted that sort of behavior. And I'm interested now in what's going to happen, because I wondered maybe we'd get something out of spite, maybe maybe something, because it would tie together the other thing that happened. Now, it was, of course, the artifact that was left. It was a stick with a bear on the top. Now, wonderfully, thank you to the anonymous person whose husband totally just said the real name to me while I was recording it. I won't say what your real name was, but your husband's really nice, and so are you. Thank you so much. So they have saved these for us. It's a long way over to the other side of this. It's here it is. Here are parts. Now, these things here were left at the Abbey Road site with this message, as you can see there. Where are Pooh's bananas? Now, at first we were kind of thinking, well, should this be the person and not actually sort of a pranker or someone getting involved? What the concern was is that the person who spoke to me is that they had an experience of an ex who had been trying to be malicious by leaving these things around. And this was really important that we sort of at least kind of like either eliminated that or kind of highlighted it as one of the things that it could be, because it is her house that is highlighted specifically. If you Google the address of the thing, it is her address. So yeah, but you see, you can't get anything past the forensicness of Mustard and I, because upon this delightful thing, I will zoom in. It is just a simple money box. You can, in fact, I believe, Mustard, you found these on eBay, didn't you? It's like
I did. I found them on eBay, and I think they're a fairly generic money box shape that you can get in various high street sort of outlets.
Yeah, absolutely. But see, the beauty of this little object is that it holds a little secret for us, which I think is quite interesting. Now, the person used putty in order to affix this to the stick, and with this they used a great deal of sellotape. Using sticky things leaves traces, does it or doesn't it not? I'm sure we've all seen an episode of CSI. Okay, so what did we find? Well, I'm going to show you this one first. Fingerprints, ladies and gentlemen. We have fingerprints. What they've delightfully done, this is really lovely too. I don't even need to dust that. I can literally just stamp that bit of putty onto a piece of paper. Yes, indeed. I have two. There are two lovely fingerprints here. You can tell that you won't be able to pick it up from there. But over here, you can kind of see where there are, oh God, wrong way. There are, see these here, those little lips? Where is it? There and there. Fingerprints. Oh, yes. So we have a delightful fingerprint in there, which is lovely. We've also got the dog hair, which is a brown and white, short-haired, rough-haired dog. And also they've got awful carpets. I mean, who the hell buys dark brown carpet? I mean, that's awful interior. What the hell is this? But no wonder they're fucking around with bananas. Because, of course, as you may be able to see on here, there are, oh God, you can tell I've been gardening, can't you? On there are hundreds of different hairs and fibers all in there, mostly carpet. You can see you can tell the difference between the synthetic hair and the real hair, of course. So yes, we have hair samples. We have fingerprints. We also have names. So it's quite interesting because I think Harry, the lovely guy again, he had sort of said, well, no, I think the steroid's dead now. I think because we'd scared them off, or we as a collective had scared them off. Maybe they thought, oh, this is getting a little bit hot, I'm going. So it sort of leads to sort of 2 or 3 conclusions. Mostly that if this is a malicious act, then why would you show up? Yeah, I hope they're watching too. Yeah, bloody well show it. Pussy bastard. Try it again. Go on, give us someone else. Go on, add to the collection. I could do with some more bits and bobs of you. I'm collecting you very slowly. Yes. So anyway, sorry. I'm not at all competitive and like a bulldog. So anyway. So I don't think the story is finished. I think something else has got to happen.
I think it's more of a difficult one in that there was quite a lot of people there, wasn't there? Really? So, well, I say a lot of people, but there were 6 of us all converged around the same area. 7,
yeah.
Sorry, counting Mark. So, just literally that we were drawing attention simply by being present.
Absolutely.
So the whole thing of them wandering past and quietly depositing a bowl full of bananas would have been quite a difficult sort of act to execute, I would have thought.
Yeah, but still, I think if poked enough, we could probably get a person to do it or not. See, now this is a fact. You can Google it. Like, if you go and have a look at some really interesting detective strategies, a little psychological. There's so much you can do with this person. We can prod this person for ages, unless they just shut up and go away. In which case, okay, fine. Then that's done the people a service. A lot of people are quite pissed off about it that had an opinion. A lot of people are like, yeah, okay, it's cool. Some people are like, well, I take my kids there. All right, well, find a park. I mean, really, is your budget that low? Let's go see the bananas, kids. Okay, there is all that. But I do think that perhaps it's, if it was a malicious person, good, bloody well stop. That man can stop doing his stupid stuff for Go through, get bloody custody like the rest of us did. But still, so I am very much of the feeling that the story hopefully might gather a bit of wind. Will they come back next? Will they come back next month? Will they leave us something else to sort of poke us and go, man, look at you, you're crap. Yeah, you call yourself banana hunters.
Well, this is it. Ultimately, there were no bananas. I think we're sort of skirting around that, aren't we? I'd like there was no bananas appearing on the street corner in this instance for this month. So there is a very real possibility that we've either scared them away or, as we were discussing, it's a way to continue the story. Is that now the story is the absence of them, and do they come back with a vengeance next month?
Yeah, could you imagine? There's like a wheelbarrow and a fucking honey pot sitting on the top or something, you know. I would love that. I would, I would love it if they play along and just go, yeah, okay, well, I'm bloody competitive too.
Yeah, exactly. You want bananas? I'll give you bananas.
See, do you know what I mean? That would be even better, actually. And in fact, then I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care any less, and I'd probably stop calling them pussy, maybe too. Who knows? Yeah, you never know. You never know. But again, it does then, of course, make you think that it's not actually the behaviour that's the important thing to this person. The anonymity is important to this thing. If they have seen anything that we've put out, it will have also said, we don't want to expose you. We want to understand you, embrace your banana. That was very much the message. In fact, Lady Mustard and Lord Mustard there had a play, what was that, 6 foot banner?
Yeah, 6 foot banner.
With it written on. You could not miss our message. And it was even emblazoned on the back of a car. So, you know what I mean? There's no way that you could kind of so in which case probably wouldn't have seen us. Maybe they're not internet savvy. Who knows? But I think, yeah, so the anonymity in their personal space seems to be much more important than the laying of bananas. Unless, of course, it is your theory about the students.
I think it's a social experiment. I mean, to make something, what's the words I use? Sort of like banal and mundane, something very, very mundane, make that worldwide news, which, seeing as this story has reached like New Zealand, which is about as far away as you can get from us, that's mission accomplished. But with us now making a nuisance of ourselves and actually trying to hunt the person down, that's now stopped it. So if in January it gets reported because the locals have had enough, and then in February it gets reported again and it happens pretty much under our noses and we miss it and we get in on the story too, and then the following month, which was weekend just gone, there are no bananas. So you've disrupted the pattern in order to continue the story. That's my theory, at least.
I like it. Yeah. I'm hoping though for I was kind of hoping for a crazy old woman, actually.
I know. You want somebody in a dressing gown to come shuffling up, don't you?
Yeah. I wanted it to be that simple, that it was just a person doing this thing that she's compulsed to do, and because I wanted it to lead into the message more, and it more be about about mental health and embracing that thing. I wanted it to go that way, rather than it being a bad guy and we'd done a good deed. I'd much rather it be sort of a crazy person, and then we can make a big deal out of it. Have the bananaval every month, something like that. But I do believe there's still legs in it yet. There's still legs in it. I think if the press stop covering it, obviously, I think we'll just sort of fade into the public memory somewhere. But I'm still going to stick with it. I think even if the mainstream media don't bother with it, there's a couple of YouTubers and I pick up the story, and you can see those popping up here and there. So you can see, it's quite interesting. But I don't feel at all bad if we did kill the story and it all ended now. What I don't feel bad. Do you? Would you?
No, I mean it's been fun, basically messing around, and chasing bananas. It's it's been an adventure. So I mean, like you say, we're still going back. We still intend to follow through with this, but it is what it is. It gives us a sort of a motivation to go running after silly events. So if not the bananas, what's next?
Well, absolutely. We've still got the Sony one, of course. I still haven't heard back from either of the people. So the next step is the phone number. So we'll call that and see what happens. You never know. Or might just text. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. A text I could be like, "Hi, this is Domino's Pizza. It's a 99% offer if you reply." just see if the number works or something. But yes, so it is not dead. It is still going. There was a minor blip there, but that's fine. That just changes the pattern. That just answers several questions. We build more and more of a picture of the person as we go. I mean, we've got like a whole description of this person. Plus of the neighbours totally outed them. Within about 10
they really did sort of just kind of go, just point the finger. It that person.
That's the thing, you see. But if we go ahead and actually say the name, then I don't know. I don't know if we. I'm just not sure if we can do that.
I don't think we'd be sort of obliged to at this moment in time. We might be outside. But what we're sort of able to do.
Yeah. So yes, that is the state of play. That is the banana mystery as it stands. So the kind of, I guess, the news. If you were to put the news out, which would be really weird, it'd be like, news today. There's no bananas. Where weird bananas appeared for a bit.
But there was an article. There was an article in the Nottingham BBC that was sort of like the mystery of the bananas, and there were no bananas. So it's not really a mystery.
Yeah. It's sort of anti-news, isn't it? In fact, I'm just trying to bring it up quickly. I was just trying to bring. Here we are. I'll see if we'll bring this one over. Oh, hello. It's just giving me these accept my bloody options, whatever. Come on, where are you? There you go. Lovely. They could do it a bit easier to bring stuff up. Here is the only other article. I think you sent this to me, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
It is mystery surrounds weather. See, again, they're going whether or not. So people aren't sure. People aren't sure if they have turned up and gone straight away again, or if there was just no bananas to begin with. We can confirm there's no bloody bananas.
There's no bananas.
we were there. Yeah, we were there. Nothing fucking happened. And every person that walked past was a suspect, as far as I'm concerned.
Anybody walking past carrying a bag, and that's it. We were just zoned in watching this person.
Absolutely. There was a person actually with red hair that walked past a couple of times, looking really annoyed. And I my suspicions went boop boop about that, but then it went boop boop about everybody. Lovely woman though. What was her name? What woman? The thing. Oh, I'm just going to quickly go to the comments dead quick. I hadn't mentioned them. Good to see you, Lady Flutterby, dearest Lady Flutterby. Thank you for joining us. And I had seen that was good to see you, Michelle. Thank you very much for popping along. And JG, of course. And please like, share, subscribe, tweak, flip, and twiddle your knob.
Press the thing.
This lovely woman called was her name Becky, I think it was. Was that what her name was?
Was that the neighbour, the local?
The local, yes, the neighbour.
Yes, I don't recall her name, but she was overjoyed at seeing us.
Wasn't she just
bubbling over? It was a delight to see. It really was.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I'm thinking about the different one. The one who the woman comes over and says, "Would you like a cup of coffee or anything?"
Oh, that was Becky, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah. And we were like, "Oh no, thank you so much." And she's like, "No, come over anytime you like. I'll be up until midnight." It's like, wow, these people are hospitable. Wasn't she just though? Yeah, she
was indeed.
But lovely woman. Then another woman came over. She made my day. She said she was over taking our picture and all this sort of stuff. And another person shared it on apparently that road has got their own WhatsApp group, haven't they? And one of the guys with said he was sharing it on that and stuff. So really excited. Do you know, if anything, it was a fun little bit of time. We had all kinds of people come up with. In fact, a group of like kids that I would have thought probably stabbed me in any other situation came up because I think, well, one of the kids had said, "Oh, there's free sweets over there, mate." So popped over to get free sweets. It bit difficult though to know who to say "embrace your banana" to.
A little bit. It's not the most innocuous of catchphrases. I'll give it that.
Oh, absolutely. But here it was. This is where we bloody well were for all that bloody time. Yes. Yes. So and there it was. And so the mystery will continue to go. Granted, there's not a lot you can do with various pieces of the information that we've got, but it does build a very interesting picture. I'm very excited about it still, and we will be going back. We will be bleeding this to death. Don't worry. Yes, indeed. That's the thing about us. You see, we don't really give up very easily.
We've got a something to do, haven't we? So it's going to do the something if it kills us.
Yeah, that's it. Anyway, so I do thank again a huge thank you to you, Lord Mustard, and your missus for all the hard work you guys put in, all the bits and the extras that these guys did was amazing. It really made the occasion there. So, and the locals enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself. And Jay Mustard also did too. Mark, I'm sure had a great time.
Mark had a wonderful time.
Shout out to Mark. Good job.
I should have put the banner behind me, really, shouldn't I?
Yes,
downstairs at the moment.
The rest of that vinyl from you, so I can put.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, but yes. So that will be it from us today. As I say, it was a bit of just a talky, weird one today. We'll be back with more stories tomorrow, including what the hell's going on with American birth certificates. Some very strange things there. Did you know everybody gets a default name? Just to trigger the birth certificate, and then you get your real name when your birth certificate turns up. And until that point, you are a 3-word code. Did you know that? I did not know.
That sounds terrifying.
It is terrifying. So meet a person with an incredibly strange name tomorrow. Not literally, obviously, they won't be here because they're only, I don't know.
There's a day or two old. Yeah.
So anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Mustard, for joining me. Thank you to everybody in the chat there for chatting. Please do like, subscribe, share, throw it at people. And if you know the banana person, chuck it at the banana person and tell them we'd love to have a conversation.
Yeah, just want to talk.
Just talk to us. Because all this is really good fun, but I'd love a conversation. Right. So then, what's this other corporation? Yeah. That's the BBC, that isn't it? It's the new name. Except it would be CUNT, wouldn't it? Anyway. So we are off. I am off. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being there. All the thank yous. Big memories to Simbo, the world's most amazing cat who could say hello better than most humans. And thank you to you. Thank you to everybody. I'm trying to press the thing over here. It's not working. That's why I'm stalling a little bit longer. Do excuse me. I found it. There we go. Good stuff. So yes, here's to absent friends. Take care of yourself.